Heart Connection for Beginners. Hello, my name is Claire. I am a retired holistic teacher, and my area of interest and learning has been centered around consciousness and metaphysics, the unknown and the unexplored areas of consciousness that we also refer to as our intuition and our inner voice of truth and reason. Over the past 13 years, I have been exploring ways to help humanity to connect deeply within in safe ways that cause no ill side effects and which are pure and simple. The following routine I am now going to share is one I have found to be highly supportive. My husband, too, and when he was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer of the liver, spleen, and all lower organs, with only 2 months to live, we used everything I had learned and all my husband had learned to seek inner guidance on ways to help ourselves. There are deeper teachings that run alongside our approach to helping ourselves, but this recording is for beginners, for those who have not experienced heart connection before, and it is a simple routine that anyone can use. It does not involve connecting to any other energy except love through your own heart center. This is important, and there are deeper teachings about why this is, but for now, we will focus on getting this heart connection strong for yourself, because once you have a strong heart connection, it is a useful tool to use alongside all decision making and all approaches that want the best outcome, the optimal outcome for yourself and for all. When we ask love through our hearts for the best outcome that best serves all life in existence receives the best help, including yourselves, and it always offers the better outcome than if you just asked for help for yourself. This approach helped us enormously as we navigated life-threatening illness. My husband accepted that he may not survive. We held no expectation towards outcome as we knew we could not control outcome. However, we hoped, trusted, and had faith that our requests for help were being answered, and we hoped for the best outcome, even though we knew we could not control my husband's destiny. So we handed all the things we could not control over to love, and we focused on listening to our hearts to hear what steps we could take each day to best help all, knowing that those steps would help us too. My husband survived stage 4 cancer. Our hearts guided that hope, faith, and trust are frequencies, as is love, which is the overriding, most powerful frequency in existence. And our hearts advised us that if humanity would listen and start to help themselves by asking for hope, trust, and faith to help them, then much help would be made available to all who asked for help. Love loves us all unconditionally. Love does not impose. Love comes when called upon. And so it is important to understand that we need to make a decision, a free will choice, to call on love for assistance in order for love to be able to help us. Make the request. Love does the rest is an important message for humanity. The more we ask for help, the more love will help us. It is quid pro quo in the sense that love's help is dependent on our efforts to ask for help. Love will never override our free will choice to do nothing to help ourselves, but love is always there for us in case we change our minds and ask for help. Aim for securing the best outcome for yourself and all precious life. Make the request. Love does the rest. The following routine requires an alarm clock. a place to rest quietly, undisturbed, where you can safely close your eyes. An eye mask is useful, and the bed that you sleep in at night at home preferably is the preferred place, because the help you receive can spread throughout your home to your loved ones and pets. Love will clear the space for you. It is portable though, and can be used anywhere where you can quietly relax and safely close your eyes and remain undisturbed. Therefore, it is not suitable in the workplace or whilst driving or operating machinery. This needs a quiet room with a bed in it where you can lie down on the bed and safely close your eyes and remain undisturbed. Ask your family to allow you some time to remain undisturbed. Switch off all technology that is not required. Try to remove technology from sleeping areas. The frequencies of artificial intelligence do not resonate with love frequencies, and they are incompatible with heart connection. So try to keep your sleeping quarters clear. You may also wish to have a glass of water by the side of your bed. Set an alarm clock in case you fall asleep to ensure you are awake for any important appointments. Make yourself comfortable by lying on your bed as you normally do for sleep each night. An eye mask is useful to ensure that no bright sunlight is shining in your eyes. Here is the routine I use to ensure a powerful heart connection. I lie down on the bed that I sleep in at night at home. I ensure my legs are straight and slightly touching but never crossed. I place my palms facing downwards, flat on the tops of my thighs. I ensure I am comfortably warm. I prepare to relax as I normally do before sleep each night. When it is safe to do so, I close my eyes and pull down my eye mask and breathe normally. Then, without strain, I gently take my closed eyes downwards to gaze softly in the direction of my chest area. I keep my closed eyes gently focusing downwards, and I focus on the air going in and out of my chest. I focus on the gentle rise and fall of my chest, and I start to relax. I make a free will choice to ask my heart to help me by inwardly saying, "Please, can you help me?" Then I say, I ask my heart to connect me to love. And I ask love for help in ways that best serve all. Then I press an imaginary switch in the centre of my chest called my true power switch. Each time I press my true power switch, it indicates my commitment to wanting to make a request for help and for my heart to help me make the best choices for myself and all life. And with that action, love powerfully comes around me and protects me. I know that when I do this at home, the help spreads to my loved ones, my pets, my livestock, and my entire space. I know the more I do this, the more help comes in, and the more this energy of love reaches out to help all who are suffering or who need help. I relax and breathe normally and keep my closed eyes gently focused on my chest area. All my concentration is directed towards my heart centre. I use the time to talk to my heart about things that are worrying me. While you rest and receive help, I will tell you about my husband. Just relax and breathe normally and keep your closed eyes gently focused on your chest area. My husband used the True Power Switch method to make choices regarding his medical health, in addition to consultation with his medical team. When he was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer of liver, spleen, bowel, and all lower organs in March 2022, he only had 2 months to live without any treatment. His consultant advised that chemotherapy may help him. We knew the risks of chemotherapy and the side effects. We handed over all our worries to love and asked his heart how he should proceed. In this instance, his heart guided he follow his medical team's advice to take the chemotherapy. However, he was advised by his heart to ask for all that entered his body and all that left his body to be made harmless and purified, including the chemotherapy. Each morning upon awakening, we would connect to our true power switch, and we asked love to purify all chemotherapy and medicines, all food, drink, all scans, any blood and other samples that left his body. We were even guided to include the air that we breathe. We asked for all exchanges of energy to be purified, and we always asked for peaceful outcomes that best helped all. We placed all these requests into our true power switch, which we used like a wishing well for requests, and we sought guidance on how we could best serve all. We asked for 3 times daily minimum, sometimes more if things were bad, morning upon awakening, midway through the day, and at night before sleep, as we had been guided that it would keep the heart connection strong. It is never an easy journey dealing with cancer. However, we did our best to connect each day and ask for help, and we always followed any heart guidance we received. We kept adding the advice, such as making requests, into our true power switch so that we did not have to recall all the requests each day. Once a new request was made, we imagined that we had placed it into our true power switch, and we always asked that whenever we connected to heart by pressing our true power switch, that all our previous requests were automatically activated and included. Sometimes we were asked to make requests for others, such as on hospital days. We often asked for help for the medical staff and patients and hospital teams. Sometimes we were guided to make requests for world events. Frequently, when things were overwhelming, we used the true power switch to receive supportive frequencies. Every time a new piece of advice was given to us, we placed it into our heart's wishing well, our true power switch. So, to recap, we connected morning upon awakening, midway through the day, and at night before sleep. The morning connection was the important connection because if it was a hospital day or a food shop day, it meant that if we were out somewhere or maybe eating at a cafe, everything we ate or drank would be purified and made harmless for us. Many don't believe in the power of love, but what they may not understand is that as the overriding frequency in existence and as a powerful force of goodness to be reckoned with, love will set to work to clear all negative energy, all harm that has been caused to food, drink, and medicine that may have made it drop in frequency, because all that exists on planet Earth are distorted frequencies, and the only way to purify the distorted frequencies is to call on love to do this. There is scientific evidence to show that purest light frequencies can alter the spin of the atom, and many things which are out of alignment with love are in a state of energetic spin that hold the atom in a trance-like state, or holds a food atom in a low vibrational state. Purest light frequencies, aka love, do not carry harm or destructive frequencies. Atoms are altered and harmed by microwaves and other forms of radiation, so it is worth asking your heart for deeper teachings about this, because if you are a medical doctor or scientist, there is much knowledge available to you within your heart centre, and making the time to find out and question may help you to help others in profound ways. I don't take any action without asking my heart and connecting each day. My husband received the all clear from cancer in November 2022. Our hearts guided us that by handing over what he could not control, by his acceptance that he may die, but also by his hope that he may live, by never giving up, because he felt in his heart that he had more to do here, by trusting and having faith that his calls for help had been heard and answered, because we were guided that it is not people's destiny to die of cancer, that it is man-made and not part of love's plan for humanity and all life to die of cancer. Our hearts advised us that hope, trust, and faith are powerful healing frequencies, and that if more called for help, love would come in to help. And that might be to help a person to die peacefully without any distress, or to survive because it is not their time. Love decides our ultimate destiny, but we do have the ability within our hearts to call for help, and this permits the help for us personally to come in. Never give up. Never think you are all alone. Never forget to call for help. This simple routine of pressing an imaginary switch in the centre of our chest, that I will summarise again below, can be used by parents with their children, especially if children are suffering or out of balance, have autism, depression, or anxiety, for example. It is a simple calming tool that can be used like prayer to calm the mind sufficiently in order to hear our heart's wisdom. Our heart holds so much knowledge. It has the whole overview on what is happening on the planet and to us as individuals. So when we ask our hearts for help, we get the best help that best serves all, including ourselves. Be a force of goodness for yourself and for others. Here is the easy routine to follow once you have listened to the message in full. Lie down on the bed that you sleep in at night where you will not be disturbed. Relax and take your closed eyes down towards your chest area. Breathe normally and allow your body to relax. Keep focusing your closed eyes gently on your chest area. With your hand, press an imaginary switch or pretend you have pressed an imaginary switch in the centre of your chest, your true power switch. Keep your focus on your heart centre. Imagine you are speaking to your heart in love and say, "Please, can you help me?" Then say, "I ask for help in ways that best help all." Relax now and receive supportive frequencies for 2 minutes here. Remember to pause the recording if you need more time. Rain is falling here and I suspect there may be thunder, but we will have to see. You may be able to hear the pitter-patter of the raindrops on the window pane here. A little over 2 minutes has passed. Pause the recording if you need more time. When you feel ready to carry on with your day, ever so gently move a foot, then the other foot. Lift one finger, then gently move the rest. Wriggle your toes, gently raise an elbow, then the next. And stir your body ever so gently as you normally do upon awakening. And when you feel ready, open your eyes. Become aware of your surroundings, and as you do when you normally awaken from a good night's sleep, roll over onto your side and wait there until you feel ready to sit up at the side of your bed. Have a drink of water if you wish, and when you are ready, slowly and ever so gently stand up, ready for your day. The true power switch method is very simple to use, and if you use it as guided at least 3 times daily, AM, PM, and midway through your day, you may find your spirit uplifts and troubles melt away or resolve. Take time to notice any improvements, and when times are challenging, you may find that regular use of your true power switch provides comfort. The more you ask for help, the more help will come. Once you have made a request, trust that the request has been heard. We all have lessons and growth. We have to accept that love knows what helps us to grow in ways that best help all. My husband and I have found this a useful way to support ourselves and our loved ones each day. I have always believed that humans are capable of so much more than we think, and I have always believed that goodness exists. Any doubts about my personal beliefs ebbed away as I watched my husband's miraculous return to health. The journey is not over for us. We still have many hurdles to deal with. However, without the help from our hearts and love, we would not have coped with the stress as well as we did, and we would not have witnessed the evidence that love moves in mysterious ways, and love can move mountains, and we would never have fully cemented the understanding that humanity's creative ability, our imagination, and ability to hope for the best are powerful forces for goodness to prevail. I could tell you so many stories of inner heart guidance that happened to me and what followed that proved to me again and again that something better than this struggle exists, and that if humanity is to truly survive and prosper, it has become evident to my husband and I that if more understand that making a request for help is all that is required of us to set the ball in motion, then what could be achieved for those who are suffering around the world? We all have the ability to create our reality, and with love's help, we can all use our imagination to help ourselves in times of trouble. Many years ago, I met a man in Australia. He was with his young son who had Down syndrome. His son had come and sat with me on a boardwalk as we all watched the wild dolphins swim in to say hello to the humans on the shore. We got talking later, and the gentleman confided in me that he had had stage 4 liver cancer. He was told to prepare for departure. He loved his son, and he didn't want his son to live without having a father. The gentleman said that every day he imagined he had superpowers and superpower cells in his body that went around and removed all cancer cells. He let his imagination run riot, and every day he pretended his liver was healing. When he went for his next scan, all liver cancer was gone. The doctor couldn't believe it, nor could the gentleman, and his ability to create a different outcome had freaked him out. He told me he'd started drinking and he got himself into a mess. His trip to Australia was a big event, a time to reflect and refocus, and to spend time with his son after his recovery from addiction. That gentleman's story always stayed with me, as did the sheer happiness expressed on his young son's face as the dolphins came in, and we looked at each other, a shared moment of pure joy. On that trip, I also met a mother who had a daughter with imaginary friends who could see her friends very clearly. And when I asked her poolside, did her friends have a message for us all? She charged over to the far end of the pool and listened intently to her imaginary friend before hollering at the top of her voice while pointing at her mother, myself, and my husband and shouting, "She says she loves you and you and you." Or the boy who was being bullied at school, who was on holiday with his dad and his dad's new partner. With his dad's permission, I helped the boy to learn to still his mind and to relax as we all sat outside their motorhome. The young boy looked very relaxed and calm. He said he found heart connection very comforting. After a while, I asked him to ask his heart, why was he here? He paused and inwardly listened to his heart and then blurted out that he was here to challenge the corrupt politicians and bankers that were destroying the planet. He was only about 10 at the time and must be in his 20s now. His dad's partner looked on in utter amazement. Never underestimate what your heart can tell you. The kids know. They just need your help to encourage their inner development. I know we have no control over our departure, but I know my husband would want you all to know that no matter how insurmountable things may be, his wish for you and my wish for you is that you never give up on your dreams. Accept you cannot control outcome, but never give up. Stay focused on the life you want to live. Get your children and yourself to draw pictures of their happiest world. What would it look like? Draw it, imagine it, create it in your mind, make it your preferred reality. Fill it with every detail that would bring you joy and happiness. All the previous wishes that went into our true power switch will automatically be in action in your true power switch. It automatically includes all the wishes that we placed into the switch so that others don't have to worry about remembering them all. However, you can start placing your wishes in your true power switch too. You can advise the children to imagine their chest area is where their huge loving heart is, and they can ask their heart for help each day and place any wishes in there that best help all. Children get the hang of this very quickly, of pressing their chest and asking for help. They are more able to hear their inner voice than adults. Children can use this quietly by thinking of their chest area and the switch there. And if they are being bullied at school or struggling with learning, for example, they can be encouraged to remember to silently ask their true power switch for help. If children are misbehaving at home, it is a powerful tool for parents to try to calm them before sleep at night and in the morning. It helps to give children support because they will start to see how much this tool comforts them and truly helps them. I believe in the power of love. I see it in action every day. I see it in the way people help others in supermarkets and hospitals. I see it in the way parents love their children and people love their pets. There is so much love within humans. We need to tap into this vital part of our humanity now. This is the time to start loving ourselves. The world has suffered tremendously in recent years, and many are suffering as a result of world events. When we love ourselves enough to give ourselves some respite, when we make the request for help, Love really does do the rest. And so I would encourage everyone to start using a simple technique each day to connect to their hearts, to ask for help. Whatever technique you use, remember this saying: make the request, love does the rest. Your heart is just waiting for you to ask for help. Have hope, trust, and faith that all truly is well.